Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The segment's being brought to you by Protect My Car. That's right, with Protect My Car, you can stop paying for car repairs. Get protected before your rent repair bill hits. Dial 800-594-7160 on your mobile phone now. That's 800-594-7160. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I'm Eva Marcel here with a quick look at your front page news. The CDC updated the mask guidelines for being outdoors. Officials say no one, even fully vaccinated or not, has to wear a mask outdoors when, listen to this, walking, biking, running, or with members of their same household. But if you're in a small group and not vaccinated, you must still mask up. Now, when it comes to crowded outdoor events, everyone, included fully vaccinated people, should still wear their mask. So the only time you don't wear it is when you're working out, basically, and you're with your friends who live with you. All right, next in news, Biden will deliver his first address to a joint session of Congress tonight. Biden is expected to talk about his $1 trillion America Families Plan. Watch tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. And last, but certainly not least, the FBI launched a civil rights investigation yesterday into the killing of 42-year-old Andrew Brown Jr. by deputies in North Carolina last week. A court hearing will be held today in response to call for body cam video of the shooting to be publicly released. All right, that was a quick look at your front page news. For more on what we're following, log on to the Rickey Smiley Morningshow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Sports brought to you by Ford. Eva, tough is this smart can't only be F-150. Let me say that again. Tough this smart can only be called F-150. Check out the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 at Ford.com. Built Ford proud, built Ford tough, man. Let me tell y'all something. The Brooklyn Nets, they the for real deal. The first Eastern Conference team to clinch a spot in the playoffs. So pay attention. It's about to get ready to go down real soon as the season winds down. In the meantime, the Dallas Mavericks over in the Western Conference, they beat Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors by 30 points. But here's the part that's crazy. It featured a 28-0 run in the first half. So if you guys don't know what runs are in basketball, pretty much the Dallas Mavericks scored 28 straight points while the Golden State Warriors didn't score a bucket in a 9-minute period. It is what it is, man. Floyd Money Mayweather, Rick Dawg, will be back in the ring June 6th. It's going down in Miami. His opponent, YouTube sensation Logan Paul, who's the older brother of Jake Paul, who recently knocked out MMA fighter Ben Askren and former NBA star Nate Robinson. So you're doing all that as
a joke, right?
Well, it's an exhibition fight, so that pretty much means this fight is not going to affect his overall undefeated 50-0 record. So, you know, it's always good to see Money Mayweather in there in the ring. So these little exhibition fights that's getting more popular it's not going anywhere anytime soon. So don't be surprised if you start seeing all kind of people just popping up in the ring, celebrities fighting each other, celebrities fighting ex-pro player, pro boxers. So it's cool. It's entertainment. I like it. It is what it is. That's what I got for sports right now, big dog. Gary with the T. What's up, Pippin?
All right, y'all, here's some surprising news, y'all. Everybody is talking about this, honey. And now they got me talking, y'all. LeBron James, y'all. Now, we all know that he's a noted great dresser, and they're saying, y'all, that he was dressed so well on the sidelines the other night at the Lakers Magic game. People were screaming, where did he get the outfit from? Now, people were surprised, y'all, because they're saying, y'all, that the central cog of his fit, y'all, he wore a show-stopping tie-dye work jacket, y'all. And the amazing thing about that jacket, they're saying it was not pricey, y'all. They're saying, y'all, that this jacket was not one of his high-end label jackets. They're saying he got this jacket from Macy's. They're saying he got the jacket from Macy's, and they say he only paid $105 from it. They say straight off the Macy's rack, y'all. And people were raving in his jacket, y'all. They're saying, honey, that there's a truck not going to Macy's, and, honey, people waiting to get the jacket. That's how.
Hey, Eva, he probably went to that Macy's right there at the Beverly Center and walked down to the Staples Center.
You already know.
He probably
special occasion section.
Yeah, they probably was staying right there at that Sofitel, and he walked across the street to Macy's like I do.
Yeah.
I know he got that jacket from.
Special occasion section.
Yeah, but they said people are raving this jacket, huh? They said they're loving this tie-dye jacket. And they said the main thing about this, that it was not expensive, and it wasn't one of his expensive jackets. And they're saying that people don't realize, baby, Macy's, honey, got some new things now, and they're looking at Macy's, which I know the one out here in one of those malls, child. They're renovating and they're bringing all kind of new type of clothes from black designers and what have you, y'all. So $105, and if they say you're $150, and they're saying you get a 30% off with the code FRIEND. So go out and get that
friends
jacket.
And family right now at Macy's. Don't ask me why I know that, but I'm a sale queen.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you, to be honest, y'all, honey, I shop in the last call department, honey. They got the last call department.
We know.
That's the fancy department, Gary. That's the designer clothes.
So that's why I go to that department, the last call. So congratulations, y'all. Ricky, get you one of those jackets. Y'all all need to get one of them because y'all can upgrade y'all wardrobe. You especially can Rock T.
All right now.
The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today is French blue. On the high end, you say French blue, and on the low end, you say blue. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show is the bottom of the hour. Time for the hot spot being brought to you by
Macy's. Tune in each week to the Undressing Room podcast, presented by Macy's, with hosts me, Eva Marcille, L'Oreal, and Dominique the Diva. We are three powerhouse women who are not afraid to speak our mind. Available wherever you listen to podcasts. What's up, Rock?
What up there, Eva? I got the hot spot putting it down for the brat. We bring you music, movies, and more. Well, reports say that Trey Songz will not face criminal charges for his fight with the cops at the NFL playoff game back in January. The singer was arrested after an altercation with a police officer during the Kansas City Chiefs versus Buffalo Bills AFC Championship game at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Trey was booked for trespassing and resisting arrest and for assaulting a police officer. He was later released the following day. According to TMZ, the prosecutor office in Jackson County, Missouri, has decided not to file charges against Trey Songz due to insufficient evidence. In the meantime, Shock G, his funeral plans are set. Digital Underground members to pay respect, man. Funeral plans are set for Shock G this Saturday in Tampa, and a large Digital Underground contingent will be front and center, including founding member Money B and DJ Fuse. Members of Digital Underground Reunion have been seeing each other together recently, and they regularly stay in touch. And as you know, Shock was famous for his work with Tupac Shakur and Representative Tupac Amaru Shakur Foundation is definitely going to be doing something special. They tell that Tupac's stepbrother, Mopreme Shakur, will also attend the funeral, as well as rapper Ray Love, a close friend of both Shock G and Tupac. Shock G was found dead last week in the Tampa hotel. If you guys don't remember, his father said there are still no signs of trauma. Reportedly, the hotel manager grew concerned when Shock missed his scheduled checkout time. So he went to his room, opening up the door to find Shock unresponsive, laying in the bed. The manager immediately called 911. The cause of manner of his death still unclear. We'll keep you guys posted on that. Last but not least, that is sad. That is sad, man. Jay-Z opens up about being in quarantine with his family, man. During a recent interview, Jay-Z opened up about he, Beyonce, and their kids being on lockdown during COVID-19. He said, in the beginning, it was time for everyone to sit down and really connect and really focus on family and being together and take this time to learn more about each other. And then, as it kind of wore on, it was like, okay, all right, this is the new normal, but what's next? So Jay-Z also says he and Beyonce are doing their best not to force their music empire onto their kids. He says feeling loved is the most important thing a child needs. They're not here to force this business onto them because they have their own dreams. And sometimes you just got to wait and find out what their dreams are without forcing what you want them to do in your eyes as parents, man. So he continues, just make sure we provide a loving environment. Be very attentive to who they want to be. It's easy for us as human beings to want our children to be certain things, but we have no idea. We're just guides. Right. I'm Rock T, holding it down for the hot spot. The Briggity Tat right there, man. Got the HBCU coming up next. Also, we got them wake-up calls, so call us right now. 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Now you know.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU.
Oh, yeah. Rock T's easy for cheesy. Always keeping it so breezy, man. It's time for another HBCU. You know, we're going to always highlight our phenomenal HBCUs and our heroes and sheroes that attended our historically black colleges and universities. Let's get on up back down to Atlanta, Georgia. That's right. Spelman College, established in 1881. Home of the Columbia Blue and White. We're going to talk about one of y'all's former students. Oh, none other than the greatness of Stacey Abrams. Not only earned a Bachelor of Arts degree, she graduated magna cum laude. She earned a Master of Public Affairs degree. She also earned her Juris Doctor degree from Yale Law School. She's a politician, a lawyer, an author, voting rights activist. Founded the Fair Fight Action Org that addresses voter suppression. Tell y'all something about Stacey Abrams. Her efforts helped boost voter turnout in Georgia, including the 2020 presidential election where Joe Biden won the state. Plus, the 2020 and 2021 U.S. Senate election, which gave the Democrats control of the Senate. Oh, by the way, she was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize for her nonviolent campaign to get out the vote. Ladies and gentlemen, another proud HBCU alum of Spelman College, Miss Stacey Abrams. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU, no.
This church is boring. I ain't never gonna get saved up in here.
This Sunday, it's going down. This ain't your grandmama's church. The new Mount Moriah, Episcopal, Brighter Day, United Methodist, Macedonia Church of God. And the Bishop Cleophas Snoop Watkins brings you Sold Out Sunday. Come worship in the hottest church in the city with valet parking, 50 flat screen TVs, a VIP shouting section, and the nation's only heated jacuzzi baptismal pool.
What about us, sugar?
Oh, and we ain't forgot about you, Sister Eugene. Every third Sunday is the $500 Sexiest Church Hat Contest. Special invited guests, Mary and Kurt Franklin.
Hey, man, what about the thugs?
And special guest, newly saved, Waka Flocka Flay. Hallelujah, 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 yeah. So hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. Sold Out Sundays with communion shots all service long, Jiffy Cornbread Body of Christ, and iced out Martin Luther King fans. The new Mount Moriah, Episcopal, Brighter Day, United Methodist, Macedonia Church of God. Be there.
Ooh, I got to go there. Where this church at?
This is the Reverend Cleophas Snoop Watkins. Come worship with me and my celebrity saints this and every Sunday at the Old Circuit City Building on West 93rd Street.
Oh, that's just black talk.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news. You know, Ricky, all over the country and all over the cities and stuff, there's a lot of people hiring for employees because they can't find people to work at these jobs anymore because of the stimulus check, and, you know, people get to stay home more because they get more unemployment and what have you. But, y'all, there's an A-list actress she's hiring, and they're saying she may be paying good money, y'all. Now, I'm talking about Miss Nene Leakes, y'all. They're saying, y'all, that Nene is interviewing applicants, y'all, for her new establishment, the Lanithia. You know, she's going to open up a new lounge, and they're saying, y'all, that she's looking for applicants. They say she's having trouble right now hiring staff for her new namesake lounge. Now they're saying, y'all, this is the second job opening post on Instagram, and they're saying, y'all, that the Lanithia lounge now available for private events. Walk in. They're saying you walk in and you could apply, y'all, on the spot, and there's interviews for waiters, waitresses, and bartenders. And they're saying you got to have lots of personality, y'all. And they say also she's also giving free drinks on her, I guess, if you apply for the job or what have you and stuff. But they're saying right now a lot of people haven't applied yet. A lot of people haven't been eager to have Nene as their boss. Now, one person put, a person who has a horrible track record of speaking to people in derogatory ways is opening a lounge for the public to critique and post on social media. Can't wait for this mess show to happen.
Hey, Gary, she's giving out free drinks. I know a chick that can go down there. That should go down there on the fly. We both know her. We call her Houston's.
Yes. Yes, baby. This girl be great for the job.
You should put her job search up on Indeed.com because they're high. You know, you put the job on there.
But I mean,
apply right there.
Yeah, but I'm sure it's going to be it's going to be good because, some people are totally different from, their personality. You see them on TV or what have you. They could be totally different or what have you and stuff. So hopefully, people go out, honey, and apply.
Do you think it's just a hard time right now for the restaurant industry as a whole because of the pandemic? People are less likely, especially to go to a new establishment. It's one thing to go to that same place you used to always go to and it's only a couple people, but people might be reluctant to, get a job at a place where you have to see and touch people.
Yeah.
So and maybe it's just that.
Right.
People getting unemployment checks, honey, and stimulus. That's keeping a lot of people from working. You ain't got to work no more now because you get your big stimulus check and you get your unemployment check. So we'll see how this all turn out, y'all. All right, moving on. In other celebrity news now, I called Candy, y'all, to find out about this here story I'm about to report, honey, and I'm waiting for her to return the call because it's very interesting. I don't know if y'all heard, but they're saying, y'all, that the Bravo executives, y'all, have renewed everybody's contract, y'all, for Real Housewives of Atlanta, y'all. They're saying it's shocking. This have never happened before now. Now, according to MTO News, y'all, they're saying that this is the first time in history that this has happened, that nobody got fired, y'all, from Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, they're saying everyone was asked back except Tanya. Now, she made it clear that she no longer wanted to be on the show because this girl got off the show early, honey, when all that Bolo gate came out. She said, she got to go, honey, so this girl didn't come back on there. But they're saying, y'all, there's been a reshuffling of the show now. It's being reported now. They said that Candy got a substantial pay cut, and they're saying Kenya now is the boss of the show. They say she's making the most money on the show. She got a pay raise, y'all. So, and they're saying that...
Is that because she's shooting less?
Who? Candy?
Yeah.
No, Candy shoots the same. No, I don't know what it is, but I'm just saying, Candy's getting more
numbers, Gary. Where do you get these numbers from? Where do you get your numbers from?
Well, I don't have any numbers. I got the story. So, but they're saying, though, but now here goes some numbers that you just had, but they're saying approximately now, they're saying, yeah, that Kenya now is the highest paid housewife. She's only making $1.5 million for the coming season. They're saying Candy's making $1 million. And they're saying that, that this is the highest. Candy used to make $2 million. She was the highest paid. Now they're saying Drew and LaToya is going to be back. They say LaToya was offered a peach, but they're not sure if she's going to take the peach or not or what have you. But it's very interesting, though, to hear this in the season. But they're also reporting that allegedly Phaedra Parks may be returning and Sheree Whitfield may be coming back to the show as well. So it's interesting to see and find out, though. But I know one thing, they make good money on this show, honey, or would have millions of dollars to sit there and throw water at each other or curse each other out and what have you. So I think that's
they do more than just that, Gary.
Oh, they do?
They show their families and their relationships. They cook fluffy pancakes. They do a lot on there, Gary.
And then they get together and throw water. Soon as they get them kissing that baby on the forehead, they go meet up at a lounge and they throw drinks.
Nah.
That's why I'm over here with y'all.
The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today is French blue. On the high end, you say French blue, and on the low end, you say beautiful light blue. That's your color for today.
That's right, y'all. It's Gary with the T, with the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, where we don't throw drinks. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, time for the wake-up call. Here we go. Hey.
Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it be better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
I want to send a shout out to my wife. This is Rick Owens from Goldsboro, North Carolina. Wake up.
Good morning. This is Aretha calling from Fort Lauderdale. I'd like to give a wake-up call to my husband, Brian, and my kids, Mariah, John, and Misha. Wake up.
This is Mabel from Anderson. I want to wake up all of my family, friends, co-workers in Anderson, Thompson, Georgia, Greenwood, West McCormick, Abbeville, Greenville, Wellington. Wake up, wake up.
All right, I want to give a shout out to my fiance Zenobia. I love you. The rest of my family, y'all stay blessed. Rickey Smiley Morning Show and listen to y'all every morning, man. Thank you. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning, Ricky and crew. I want to wake up Fat Tasha because I need a ride to work. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Come on, Charleston.
She'll drive you.
Baton Rouge. Wake up. Tallahassee said, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Come on, Montgomery. Wake up. Columbus. Wake up. And Albany. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
All right, y'all. The wake up call.
Always on time, and I give him my all.
Yes.
And Jesus always on time. He's always on my mind. I said, Jesus, I'm going to give you my all. All you have to do is give him a call, and he's never dropped the ball. And he can call his name, Jesus. Just give him your all. He will take your call. Always on time, on Jesus on my mind. Just give me, yeah. Yes, always on time.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Call him in the morning.
Yeah.
Call him in the midnight.
Yeah.
Call him in the evening.
Come on now.
Always on time. Well, here's our church announcement this morning. Govern yourself
accordingly.
Now, the pastor and first lady say they have an official apology from Brother Larry Linwood for X-rated video that was played on the jumbo screen last night at the pastor's anniversary dinner. And Brother Linwood mistakenly downloaded Cardi B's WAP video. And he said because his kids had told him that WAP stood for worship and praise.
Oh,
Lord. Associate Pastor Reverend Pinkston is back home after being sent to the hospital on Friday, Janie. He's back home. And he say one of his co-workers had crushed up 4 Viagra pills in his coffee as a joke. And they say he was in some kind of way. The doctors wanted to keep him till Monday, but his new wife went down there and she's only 24, and you know he's 58. And she walked up in there and checked him out on the spot and said, the devil is a lie. We can fix this at home, God's willing. Homegoing service will be held on Saturday for the beloved head of the usher board, Brother Ronaldo Green. You know him, Jaden?
Yeah.
And he was only 47 years old. And he did have some health issues like heart murmurs, weak stomach, ear ulcers, inflamed throat muscles, and a severe case of adult cradle cap. But that ain't what killed him. What killed him was he had got drunk as Cooter Brown and tried to run buck naked through the $8 car wash and got beat to death by them brushes and drowned. That concludes our church announcement. All right, Jane, I'll call you later. All right.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Not coming to work line. How may I help you?
Hey, Shotty, first of all, Shotty, let me say I apologize. Let me apologize for yesterday, Shotty. I told you a lie, Shotty. I'm not even going to lie, Shotty. I told you a lie, Shotty. I ain't get no operation. I told a lie.
So what was all that noise? So was you at Grady Hospital getting a hysterectomy?
Yeah, I was at Grady Hospital, but I wasn't getting no operation, Shotty. I just felt bad. I told you a lie, Shotty. But I need to talk to you, just you and Eva right now. Take me out the radio line. Put me on the regular.
Hold on. Yeah.
Rock, he can't hear it, can he? Because he be so silly. He be laughing at everything. Look, Shotty, I got a real problem, though, Shotty. I got to tell you, I called Dr. Carl yesterday and told him what I had been doing for the last few months. For the last couple months, I had been taking them medicine with these pills where my grandmama got. I thought they were for I thought they were like to help me not get corona or get the you know that.
Right.
But it was he said that I spelled it out for him. He said they call estrogen pills, and I've been taking them, Shotty. I can't come out the house. This is why I've been lying to you so much. I got breasts. They big too.
What size are you, Layton?
36D. They big as well. And every time I come out of the room, my grandma boyfriend be looking at me. He be looking at me like he be having this little nasty look in his eyes.
Black Tony, you done took some estrogen pills, you done grew some breasts.
I want to ask you where I could go buy. I need to go buy some bra till they go down.
There's a sale. Yeah, there's a sale at Macy's right now. You can get some really good bras. Tell them I sent you. It's family and friends.
Even you say what? What Eva?
Tell them I sent you. It's a family and friends sale now.
So what kind of bra you recommend for Black Tony with that size?
For a 36 double D, I would definitely do something with an ultra control top, just so that they can get the maximal support.
I don't know how to hook it up, though. I just know how to take it off.
So you got them big old breasts with the hair on your chest, Black Tony. I don't know how sexy that is.
When we get over here, get somewhere and sit down. Don't talk to me. Don't look at me. Don't think about me because I'm grown. I'm going to be with the grown folks. You go be with the kids. Understand this. When I say it's time to go, it's time to go. Don't ask, can you stay the night? You cannot. Don't ask, can they come back over here and stay the night? They cannot. Don't get over here acting like you hungry, like you ain't ate all day. If you do, I'm going to knock fire out of your throat. Don't touch nothing. Don't break nothing. Don't ask for nothing to drink. Don't ask for nothing to eat. Lisa Ann already think her kids is better than everybody else, and they are not. If one of them touch you, you better knock their head off their shoulder. Don't come in there tattling to me about what you think, what you want, and how you feel. When we get ready to go, I tell you how you feel. Is everybody on the same page?
Man, yeah.
Don't play with me. Is y'all ready to go? Don't. Okay, let's go.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 6 minutes after the hour. Gary has the tea and the Kahlua today. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning to you. It's Wednesday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Love and Marriage Huntsville star, baby Miss Melody Hall, honey. She put that ex-dirty, no-good husband of hers, Martell, on blast the other day. Now, Martell, honey, decided, y'all, that he wanted to take a picture with his beautiful daughter, with Melanie, honey. It was her first day at school. And he took a picture with her and put it on social media. But as he took the picture and talked about the picture, he added that extra baby, that affair baby, honey, in the little sentence, honey. Miss Melanie was livid about it. She said, how dare he go ahead and talk about that baby that he had with his mistress, Miss Ariana Curry, who he conceived, y'all, during the affair, because he had an affair, honey. That's why him and Miss Melanie, broke up. He put, Daddy does all he can for his 5 troopers, but today is my little girl Milani's first day of school, and he did hugs and kisses to the girl and all that stuff, baby. And the little girl was looking at him. That's his daughter with Melanie. She was looking at him like, honey, don't you think you're going to leave me right now? But that look, honey, was a cute little look. But Melanie is upset about you because they have 4 kids together. Why you want to put your break baby or your affair baby in this situation? She was angry. She said, don't do it. And she said, how dare he do something like that? Say, hell, he cheated on her and they had an outside baby, but now you want to talk about it? She said, you talk about it on your own damn time in your own picture, not in the picture with my daughter, unquote.
Oh.
Yeah, he did slide it in there.
Too.
Yeah, he slid it in there. That was dirty. He gonna slide that in there. I'm like, no, he didn't.
You would have been upset, Gary, if they would have put the break baby in the picture with your baby.
I sure damn would have. Wait a minute. Don't even talk about that damn baby. It's enough. That's why we divorcing now. And you going to just slide it in like 5 little troopers. No, it was 4 troopers over here. Don't put that 5th one in. You take an extra picture and you talk about that trooper baby, honey.
But okay, you forgave him and decided to get back with him. Like, why are you upset about it?
She ain't getting back with him. She don't want him. She ain't getting back with him. But
the baby is here, Gary. The baby's
I don't care if the baby is here.
To be here.
Well, no.
The baby shouldn't be denied by his father.
Well, the baby not being denied, but the baby is being not denied. But the mama who he was married to, the baby, his ex-wife, honey, is saying, don't talk about your break baby with my damn baby. You get that baby her own damn time.
Keep the baby separate. That's right. Keep the baby separated.
That's right. Keep it separated.
Or whatever, and then like if he gonna take one baby to McDonald's, take that baby to McDonald's and come on back, and then take the other baby.
Pick up the.
Is that what you're saying, Gary?
Yeah, because that's at 2 different houses. You got these 4 here at this house.
Right.
You got that one over there at that damn house. But now later on in life, you can introduce them and they can know each other. But right now, I'm mad, so you keep that one the post.
When I had my break baby stayed next door. I bought the house next door. To the house we stayed at, and I just went back and forth because my baby mama wouldn't let me have that baby in the house with our baby. You understand what I'm saying?
When you have unlimited coins, you could buy the house next door, but he ain't got those kind of coins, so he need to go to her house.
The lady would come over there with my baby when I go next door to spend time with the other baby. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
No,
exactly.
Ricky.
Yes, Ricky.
No, you understand what I'm saying. No.
But anyway, I ain't mad at Melanie, and I love that she loved it.
And then I was blessed enough to find where they was having 2 different worship services right next to each other. Next to each other. Yeah. One baby was in one Sunday school. One baby was in the other Sunday school or whatever. Mm-hmm. And, you know what I'm saying? So, somebody bought both of the buildings and, opened up a restaurant. So they don't have service. So they open up a restaurant now. So the name of it is Churches.
Moving on, child. Another celebrity news, y'all. Last year, baby, Kanye West, y'all remember when he ran for president, y'all, and that ill-advised attempt to become the president? Well, now it's been reported, y'all, he said that that Kim Kardashian, baby, she kept her finances secret from him. They said on Wonderful, they said Kanye claimed that he was exempt from reporting Kim's income by citing a law stating that federal candidates can go without disclosing their spouse's income sources if they have no knowledge of the income stream. Now, they say it is not connected to their own economic activities, and they do not accept to derive a financial benefit from it. Now, they say it's not just that they do not report, they say, but that he used an exemption and a fairly rare one to report it, y'all. Now, I don't understand that. That was his wife. How he couldn't report her income?
Because it's called, Janai Thornton taught us this, our financial expert here at the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, that you can file your taxes married but separate, which means my finances are my finances. Though I am married, I do it separate. And so that's what they did. So those are her finances. That's her earnings, not theirs.
But they are married.
And
she just explained it to you.
But guess what?
Nothing to do with the price of tea in China, Gary.
You slow this morning?
Well, I be
this
damn.
morning.
It's called married but separate, Gary.
I don't care what it's called. She should have reported her doggone finance. Poor people can't do married but separate. They got to put their doggone money together.
Yes, you can. Tell us.
Yes, you can. I'm poor and I do it.
Can you claim break babies on your taxes, Gary?
Nah. Okay.
He can. He can.
That's the question.
If it's
anyway,
social or not yours.
The color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. Honey, my color today is French blue. And Ricky, I don't think you should be able to claim break babies, honey. That's why they was a break. French blue on the high and on the low. You should say nice light blue. That's your color for today, honey.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the T. We got the one and only Dr. MJ Collier on with us this morning. Dr. Collier, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey Smiley, and it is time for our coronavirus update. The first male patient in his 30s is recuperating after he developed a clot in his leg within 2 weeks of receiving the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. The U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention had reported the condition in 15 persons, all women, after nearly 8 million doses were administered. The U.S. health officials lifted the 11-day pause on the vaccines using the Johnson & Johnson vaccine after scientific advisors decided its benefits outweighed the risk of blood clots. 3 of the women that were previously identified died, Ricky, and 7 more were still hospitalized. The man is making good progress and should be discharged within a few days. The difference being he had a clot in his leg. They only determined it was the same problem after noting that he also had a reduction in his blood platelet count. So he developed a clotting, same sort of scenario, but in his leg, much easier to treat, and that's why he's recuperating and expected to be discharged probably today. But those women are still hospitalized. So we still have to be conscientious about some of the side effects of that potential vaccine. Guess what? People fully vaccinated, that means 2 weeks after the second dose of either the Moderna or the Pfizer, or 2 weeks after the one dose Johnson & Johnson, are now given the freedom to gather in small groups without masks per new CDC guidelines. What we're going to determine is that, again, if you saw the column on the CDC website, they got two columns, one for people that have been vaccinated, one for people that have not been vaccinated. So I told you there's going to be two groups of people in the United States. People that have been vaccinated are going to have much more freedoms and ability to do a variety of other things. They did still restrict gatherings in large groups such as concerts, even outdoors, ball games, etc. They still want you to wear a mask, but some people were complaining that the CDC guidelines are a bit too conservative, that you actually probably could have many more freedoms. But the new guidelines say, again, no mask with gatherings of similar people who are also fully vaccinated. Europe is now set to allow fully vaccinated U.S. tourists to visit again this summer. So after shutting down over a year ago essential travel or non-essential travel from most countries, including the U.S., that was to limit the spread of the coronavirus. Now they're going to open it up. But what they're trying to figure out, and they're having talks about now, is how to practically and technologically make vaccine certificates acceptable as proof of immunity for visitors. So I told you, they're going to have vaccine passports. They are already utilizing them in virtually every other country around the world where we're having the pandemic. And they don't want to do it in the United States because they don't want to create two classes of people. But when you leave the United States and outside the United States, you're going to have those that have been vaccinated and have proof of it, and those that have not.
I laminated my card.
Exactly.
I laminated my card. You doggone bet you. And I'm going to get it smaller one to make it the size of my driver's license. All right, let's go. You on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Okay, I am trying to convince my daughter to get the COVID vaccine, and she said she don't think she needs it because her blood type is RH negative. So, Dr. Collier, what do you think about that, sir?
Okay, there are things associated with blood types, as in people are more susceptible and are less susceptible. But no blood type gives you immunity and protects you from it. So she is less susceptible, but yet still susceptible. So I would highly recommend this is going to be the hardest group to get vaccinated. These young people, because they think they're invulnerable and they don't think they need it, and they really never change their lifestyles. They're still going out and doing everything they need to do. So I know one group of college students that I'm aware of had a pool party yesterday, and I saw some video. It was packed. Nobody wearing masks, of course. So, yes, I would highly recommend that she get the vaccine. Tell her Dr. Collier said so.
All right, you're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Good morning. Can someone that has recovered from COVID still pass it on to someone else?
If you have recovered and have antibodies, you need to check to see if you have natural immunity, and that should mean that there's no real indication of a carrier state. That was one of the things they were concerned about initially, that even people that had been vaccinated, they said that you should still wear a mask to protect other people. There has been no scientific and clinical confirmation of people being in a carrier state where they could pass it on. So chances are, if they have a normally functioning immune system, that they should not be able to pass the virus on to anyone.
All right, Dr. M.J. Collier, let them know.
All right, these are the opinions of Dr. M.J. Collier, not those of Rickey Smiley, the Rickey Smiley Morning Show crew, or any of its radio affiliates around the country, even the new radio affiliates that we've been hearing about, or around the world. If you have your COVID virus certificate, laminate it, and also take a picture of it and email it to yourself so you...
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
What's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show?
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, all right, ladies and gentlemen, he's a fan favorite here on the show. Y'all, please help me welcome back CNN political analyst, attorney, and New York Times best-selling author Bakari Sellers. Hey, Bakari, good morning.
Good morning. How y'all?
Man, we are good this morning. I saw that press conference on yesterday, and I know that you've been in Elizabeth City, North Carolina, working with the legal team representing the family of Andrew Brown Jr. And as we know, Mr. Brown was killed by sheriff's deputies, a bunch of cowboys, last Wednesday. And this past Monday, the Brown family members and attorneys were shown just 20 freaking seconds of the video. So my question is, where do things stand with the releasing of all body cam videos? And tell us about the video from from the city that was released yesterday, showing a group of police arriving on a pickup truck wearing tactical gear.
So there are a few things. We're going to get home cooked this morning in court about this video. We have a hearing at 10 or 10:30. The district attorney is going to say that he doesn't want the video released. I mean, I just don't want people's expectations to be raised. I mean, we're not getting that video today, I don't believe. We're going to make an argument, but we believe that we have to go to the Court of Appeals. In fact, I'm a little bit disappointed that the state law is such that the grieving family has to make an argument to release the video of their loved one killed, which is just backwards. The video yesterday that was released from the city actually shows a great deal. It shows that the actual interaction in video with Andrew Brown Jr. was probably not much more than 30 seconds. The jump out boys, or the Red Dogs, as they were called in Atlanta back in the day, they pulled up, and before they even stopped the truck fully and everybody was off the truck, Andrew Brown was in the car, and they opened fire and shot him. His hands were on the steering wheel. Shot him 4 times in the arm. After getting shot, then he attempted to back up, and he even at that point still didn't put the cops in any danger. He tried to drive away. They chased him down with ARs, and the kill shot was a bullet to the back of the head.
Wow. So what were the results of the family's independent autopsy?
It showed us what we thought, but we wanted to confirm it, which is that he was killed with a gunshot to the back, and we knew it was in the back. And, one of the things you look for in these cases is whether or not an individual was shot in the front or in the back. In the front, officers can always, and I'm getting and making the sausage now, but in the front, officers can always make the assertion that somebody was coming for me or I fear for my life. But there's never an excuse to shoot anyone from the back. Absolutely never. The law is not on your side with that. And we knew that, but we just had to prove it. And since they're not giving us nothing, we had to ship the body overnight from Elizabeth City to Boone, North Carolina, to get an independent and have the family pay for an autopsy.
What? So do we know anything about the officers that retired, resigned or took a leave of absence following this incident? And Special K got a question for you, Dix.
Yeah, I mean, we know they still getting paid, and we know they chilling. I mean, that's about all I know right now. They won't tell us. This is one of the most unique circumstances I've ever been in. But let me also say this: shout out to the city of Elizabeth City, because the city manager, the chief of police, everybody in the city have been great to deal with. It's the county attorney that cursed me out, and it's the county sheriff in his office that are just kind of stonewalling us as we go forward.
Okay, so Bakari, and I swear this starting to feel like Groundhog Day. It seems like every week we're doing this. The question here is, what's the law in North Carolina relating to deadly force by sheriff deputies, and does it mean anything now that the FBI is investigating?
So the law in North Carolina is bad when it comes to the release of body cam, but the law in North Carolina in terms of the actions of the sheriff's deputy, we believe that there was criminal activity. Now, the interesting part is you got to get a district attorney in North Carolina to pursue that and file those charges. These are the same district attorneys that work with the same sheriffs, that work in the same communities, that make their cases every day. They're friends with them. They know them.
They're in the same building.
They're in the same. They literally are in the same building. Literally are in the same building. So this is that's an uphill battle. We've asked for an independent prosecutorial body. The governor asked for independent, but I doubt this guy's going to give it up. So, I mean, here we are. I will tell you that I've never been in just a conundrum of bad law before like I am in Elizabeth City. It's just bad law all around. I mean, when I tell you you're getting home cooked, you're getting home cooked.
Oh, yeah.
And
Bakari, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, your phone was going in and out. But so, Bakari, I know that the FBI Civil Rights Division is also doing an investigation. Do the FBI have any power over this case, or what can they find out? Like,
Yeah. We don't have look, I'm glad the FBI is there. They can bring charges, but the standard is so high that I doubt that this would rise to that level. I'm unsure. Right. But that's another investigative body. We're just glad somebody's providing oversight to the sheriff's department. Let me be as blunt as I can, Ricky, and everybody in the studio this morning. The same sheriff's department that murdered Andrew Brown Jr. is the same sheriff's department that collected evidence on the murder they just committed.
Right. A total conflict of interest. And so who do we Bakari, who do we put pressure on to get things shaken? Who people need to email, write letters to, who's
I think that people need to reach out to the district attorney in Piscataway County and where Elizabeth City is. I think that people need to focus on their United States senators, because we got to pass the George Floyd Justice and Policing Act so this doesn't jump off in the first place. Right. So, there's a lot we can do. I'm tired of marching, protesting, and burying our loved ones. I think we got to start making these changes in the halls of Congress and city halls and in state legislatures.
Now I'm watching the press conference yesterday. So the guys with the the red, black, and green flags. What was they yelling out, and who were they mad at?
They were just yelling, man. They were mad at Ben, and I was like,
mad at Ben for what? And that's what I'm trying to find out. What everybody mad at Ben Crump and Reverend Al for? That's what I'm because the families
get it.
The families called them
to Ben. That's right. The family reached out to Ben and called him. Like, Ben doesn't just show up. In fact, Ben and me, we tired of doing this work. You think Ben want black folks to die? And the other thing I got to say this morning is, people don't know the work that Ben does behind the closed doors. They don't know the contributions he makes to different organizations that need help. They don't know how he's working with Tim Scott and Karen Bass and Kamala Harris to get laws passed. He's a shoulder. He's back there breaking down with family members. He has to deal with all this grief and carry it. So I don't know what they were yelling at, but
some people out there so ignorant of the law, they thinking that Ben is losing cases. Ben is not the prosecutor in these different counties. He represents the family, and the families call him. Man, you ought to see the way people talk about Ben Crump and Reverend Al online. He could be out here practicing law with a private law firm or whatever and making millions and millions of dollars. This man sit up here and get death threats every day. And I'm sure after yesterday, Bakari, you'll be getting a lot of them as well, from these racist, Trump-supporting rednecks out here that's just racist to the core. And, it's just absolutely awful, man, how we do our own people that's sitting up here trying to help us and trying to, get laws passed to protect us. And they did Dr. King the same way. And if you want to go back to the Bible days, that's just what we do and how we operate as a culture. And it's absolutely disappointing that people would show up to a press conference and be yelling out at you and Ben for the fact that you had to stop talking about the case to address them. It just wasn't productive. And we are our own worst enemy.
We're not gonna stop, man. Look, I've gotten death threats. I posted some of the ignorant stuff that people have sent me on Twitter. I've also, the county attorney cursed me out on Monday, told me he wasn't gonna effing be bullied, and I've never been talked to like that before in my professional capacity. And so, look, we know it's an uphill battle, but we're not gonna stop fighting for Khalil, for Gerard, and for the 5 minor children of Andrew Brown. I'm not worried about anything else but trying to get this family justice.
There it is, man. Ladies and gentlemen, Bakari, let everybody know how they can follow you on social media.
Bakari_Sellers on Twitter and Bakari Sellers on IG. And then I hope that you guys mention my name and the family's name and some prayers, because we need it in Elizabeth City.
Absolutely, man. Thank you so much for always making the time in your schedule to talk with us, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all give it up. Show your love for Bakari Sellers. Thank you, man. Be safe.
To all the hard-working women and everyday super moms, we got a little something for you. It's Eva's Corner on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, it is about that time. Representing the West Coast. The one and only Eva. I'm talking about straight out of Compton. Is it Compton?
South Central Los Angeles.
All day.
20, bruh.
All day. What up, Eva?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Eva's Corner, where we talk about all things womanhood, motherhood, and the juiciness in between. And today, Ricky, it is juicy. I need to know, how many people is one person allowed to date at one time? And I'm going to tell you why I'm asking this question. There is a man by the name of Tekashi, and no, it's not Tekashi 6ix9ine. It's a man, he's a Japanese man out of the city of Osaka, Japan. And he is currently behind bars, Ricky, because a lawsuit was brought against him for fraud because he was dating 35 women at one time. And they brought a suit against him saying that he was a scammer. So this is the deal. He pretended to be serious in a relationship with each of these women. And these women, he was very strategic and made sure he dated women that had money. And they gifted him with a lot of things. His typical thing was to tell someone his birthday was coming up. Though his birthday is in November, all these women think his birthday is all these different days throughout the year. So he gets gifts all the time. Now, his slip up, he told one young lady his birthday was in April, then forgot he told her it was in April and then said it was in June. So she started doing what we do as women and started investigating. Found other women, found out that there were 35 plus women and brought together a class action suit, Ricky. My question is it criminal to be a cheater and a liar? I mean, I know it's morally reprehensible, but is it criminal?
Yeah, if you're using it to take advantage of people and you're getting financial gains while hurting others. Yeah, absolutely,
but
it should be.
I think the fine line is he committing fraud in the process, or are they just giving him stuff of their own free will?
Right. Now, I think the ladies are going to be very upset with me this morning because this man is savvy as hell. I'm sorry. The fact that he has figured out how to juggle 35 women and get gifts from each of them. And this is not a GoFundMe because he lied about being sick. He's just getting birthday gifts.
Gary, do the math. Gary, do $20 versus 35.
$20 versus 35. That'll be $55. But I want to go back to the question.
What?
Whoa. Now, that's $55, huh? $20
that's
plus $30.
He was in fundamentals.
That's $700.
He said $20 plus $35.
He said times.
No, I said times.
Oh, time. Oh, I don't know. Hell,
$700.
that's too damn much to figure out.
Oh, Gary. Well, Gary, how many people do you think it's okay for one person to date at one time?
That's too much to figure. Okay, even now, it's two different stories. You said how many people you could date at one time, and you said something about the criminality of it. You could date as many people as you want. I think a person should be able to date as many people as they want because the key word is date. So that means I could date you, and that's what's wrong with a lot of women today, that they're not dating. They get with one man, Leroy, and they got to stay stuck with him while he all over the place with somebody else. No, honey, your counterparts, they're saying we're dating so they could date more than one person because we are dating. We're not married. Now, when he was ripping off these women and stuff, that's a different story. That's the criminal part if he was ripping them off. But if they was crazy enough to give them their doggone money and buying them gifts and things like that, that's kind of on them. But as for how many people you could date at one time, you could date as many as you want because you are dating.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But if you're using women for financial gain, that's what a gray area is. It starts to get real.
But if I tell you it's my birthday and you give me $1,000, I mean, that's not criminal.
You lied.
You tell all 30 women they give you $1,000. That's a nice come up.
That's the gray area,
that's
I guess.
A down payment on a Tesla. But you can't ride all of them in unless you get a Tesla Sprinter.
Okay.
A Tesla bus. I just don't think the man should be in jail. I think that's why the TV show Cheaters came about, so that you could know about people that are like this. But as far as putting him in jail, the 3 meals a day, a hot and a cot, come on, man.
Y'all saw the episode of Cheaters with Vanessa on there. That man said, Vanessa. When she walked in there and called that man, that woman in that lady house, he said, that lady came over here and asked me can she use our bathroom. It was a black man, Gary. That white lady was back there, she was back there butt naked. And she slapped him in the face. He said, Vanessa. That's my favorite episode of Cheetahs. Boy, hey, if you ever want to use a line, you get caught over there, just say the lady came over here, she asked if she used the bathroom.
Yeah, right.
And she was butt naked.
She was butt naked in that bathroom. Vanessa came in there and slapped her. Then he was trying to explain. She popped him in his mouth twice. Pop, pop. He said, Vanessa.
She just came to use the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh, man, if you would have started the episode.
Answer to that. You can date as many people as you want to date, but just try not to be a liar. I think that's where you mix everything up. Tell the truth.
Keep it real. There it is. Eva, let everybody know how they can follow you.
You can find me on all social medias at Eva Marcille, MarCille.
Vanessa. I challenge anybody to show up at the Stardome and sing that with me for karaoke. I killed that one. Eva, you never said duet.
What's your best part of that song? What's your
Cause
where your strength
no one can
That's the part I was just digging.
This love I have inside.
Okay, I take that back. That's amazing.
Yes. Give it all to you. I can sing that one now.
My love.
Yeah.
My love.
Okay.
If I can get Fantasia or somebody to do that on a split screen with me, maybe get like this musician named Arthur Beard. This guy's a master of music. To play that on a grand piano, I can sing that thing with a grand piano with Fantasia or what's the name? Used to be on the Rickey Smiley show on TV One.
That girl. I know you're talking about.
But she can sing her ass off.
The older lady?
No.
The young girl, the one who played your wife, huh?
Yeah.
Nori?
No.
You could do this with Kiki Wyatt.
I could. Would you think she call her Eva? I don't have Kiki now. Ask Kiki would she do that with me? Can you ask her what she do? We can do that on the split screen. We will kill that song.
You play the because you can play the piano, Ricky. People don't know you can play.
I can play, but I don't know that song. No. But I can't play and sing. But if I can't sing anything else on this earth, I'm pretty okay with that. I can do Make It Last Forever and that My Endless Love and that Where Is the Love by Donny Hathaway and Donny Hathaway. Where Is the Love?
And Roberta Flack.
And Roberta Flack. I'm good with duet.
Give to me soon as you were free. I know that song.
Yeah, I'm good with duets now. You know, and I can't sing, but I can hold a note. I can sing the correct notes, but I can't solo
you
like
sing
Lionel
from your
Richie.
heart, Ricky. See,
From
singers sing from their diaphragm.
Your diaphragm.
Don't encourage this, Eva.
So, Eva, why don't you be the duet part? Why don't you sing Miss Ross' part?
Because I sing as good as Ricky, so that would just be horrible.
I just want to know why you encouraging this. Why you gassing them up?
If me and Eva do something, it'll have to be Ebony Eyes by Smokey Robinson and Rick James.
Not Rick James.
All right, y'all. Our next guest is an actress, wife and mom, who received a peach, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of last year when she joined season 13 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all, please give it up and welcome one of Chi-Town's own, Drew Sidora. Drew.
Good morning, y'all. Thanks for having me.
Drew, thank you so much for coming on. I'm so excited. Now, of course, Eva and Gary are the Real Housewives of Atlanta experts on this show. But what is your big, and first of all, welcome to the show. Thank you for jumping on and waking up this early to talk to us. My question is, what is your biggest lesson learned from your first season on Real Housewives, and what would you, like to do in return of next season?
So many things. Man, well, first of all, you got to get a stylist. I mean, you got to have a good wig to lay down on your head, because that part, that's what I learned. I came in, it was COVID, so it was very different for me. I really came in with the intention to make friends, and I learned that that's not going to always happen either. So it was different than obviously what I'm used to, doing different movie roles, acting roles. It's like, this was really an opportunity for people to get to know me as a person. I'm going through so much, and I just felt like, why not be vulnerable? 2020 was a crazy year, but all in all, and my sis Eva, she was supposed to be with me.
I know. I brought Drew on the show a couple years ago.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
Drew,
Gary, what do you have to say about Miss Drew? Because you've had a lot of opinions, sir.
Now, Drew, now, one of the things that hurt me, honey, now, Kenya made you cry on the reunion show. That really hurt my spirit. But one of the things that really touched me also was the wig. Now, when you presented the wig to them at that $1,000 event y'all had, the gift exchange, now, the wig looked a little bit dehydrated. But why were they making
That is not dehydrated.
He called it dry.
Dehydrated this morning. Oh, my God. Listen. So, tell me something. Can I ask y'all something? Because, if I've always played white elephant, right, with my family at Christmas or whatever, there is always a gag gift at a white elephant game. There's always a gag gift. I was so surprised that the ladies were riding me so hard about it. I just was trying to put it on the... Yeah, it was supposed to be fun, funny, and really, let's talk about it, because the wig was talked about behind my back. So I felt like, let's put it on the table and let's talk about it. So
was that an old wig or a new wig?
It was not an old wig. I had the receipt from the wig maker. It was brand new bundles, but it was like that texture hair, Eva. It was the good, the African-American Brazilian textured hair.
Yes.
So like how our hair is. So that's what it was.
Well, I'm not mad at it at all. However, you and my girl Kenya have had y'all set of disagreements on the show. So do you think it's fair that she talked about your children, and why did Kenya make you cry at the reunion that just aired this Sunday? Why were you crying?
Right. Now I don't often come to tears, but when you talk about my son or make any reference in a negative light about my children, that really triggered me. So when she retweeted that tweet about my son being cringy, it was so hurtful to me that I just felt like out of everything, I felt like it was below the belt, and I thought children were off topic. We're never supposed to bring up children, especially in a negative way. And I would never do that to Brooklyn. So I was disappointed in her for the woman she is, the platform she sits on, to be so irresponsible. And so, that hurt me. That's why I was in tears, because, I just feel like as women, we have to do better, especially as examples with our platform about what we retweet. And honestly, I was shocked, Eva, she apologized. So I felt like that was a moment that it opened the door to maybe some type of reconciliation. I don't know, but I just feel like for me, we can go below the belt, throw our shade, but when it comes to our children, we have to keep that off the table.
Leave the babies alone.
Right.
Leave the babies alone.
Oh, my God, man. And that's why I have a hard time, because my nerves get bad. I'm one of those, I want everything to work out. I want everybody to get along, but it's not. I want the people on my 600 pounds to lose weight, and sometimes they don't. Sometimes they just explode.
Ricky!
I'm so sorry.
Drew, we want to know about your acting, because you have been an amazing actress for years. I first met you on The Game in 2005 when we did that show together. So people want to know, are you still acting while you're doing Housewives? Do you have any projects in the works?
I do. I took time off because I ruptured my Achilles, y'all. So I had 3 surgeries on my Achilles. So I have been down, but this whole season, this was about me really getting back to me and obviously losing weight. I'll put it on the table. I, get my weight back, my health back. But I did. I just booked a new. Yeah, sometimes you got to just take a little break, get yourself together. And, but I did. I just signed on to do a Lifetime movie that I'm super, super excited about. So your girl's getting back to her acting bag. For anybody that may have doubted me, I'm definitely super excited and humbled and blessed, because that's my number one passion. So I'm ready to get back on set. And just, yes, thank you.
Hey, we are so excited for you, and thank you so much for joining. Hey, you got to come back on, right? Don't be a stranger. You're always welcome to come and let us know what's going on.
Especially when we back in the studio. I like to, definitely come back for sure.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we excited about that. Let everybody know how they can follow you on social media.
Please hit me up at Drew Sidora, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Please follow me. Keep up to date with your girl. I appreciate y'all so much.
Okay. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up and show your love for the one and only. Oh, damn, I just pulled up your picture. You fine. Ooh.
As hell, Rick. You have no idea. Drew don't play.
Damn, Drew.
She look good. When she don't look good, she look good.
Drew, what is all? Drew. Drew. Oh, wow. Y'all. Hey, look, no, don't hang up. Hold on. I need to talk to you for a minute. Hey, y'all give it up. And give it up for Drew Sidora. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines. Entertainment. Sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 26 minutes after the hour, y'all. Hey, got your front page right here being brought to you by America's Best. Don't overpay for eyewear. Visit America's Best and get 2 pairs and a free exam for just $69.95. It's not just a better deal. It's America's Best. Eva, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everyone, and happy Wednesday. I'm your girl, Eva Marcel, here with a quick look at your front page news. Marking his 100th day in office, tonight, President Biden will deliver his first address to a joint session of Congress. Biden is expected to talk about the pandemic, the Black Lives Matter movement, the Capitol riots, his infrastructure plan, and his new $1.8 trillion America Families Plan, which promises investment in education, childcare, and paid family leave. Make sure you watch tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central. President Biden also signed an executive order yesterday raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour for federal contractors. This increase will affect thousands of workers, and thank you, President Biden. Now, the CDC has updated the mask requirements and guidelines for being outdoors. Officials say that fully vaccinated people do not have to wear a mask outside unless they are gathered in a large crowd. Meanwhile, the FBI launched a civil rights investigation yesterday into the killing of 42-year-old Andrew Brown Jr. by deputies in North Carolina last week. A court hearing will be held today in response to calls for the release of body cam video. And unfortunately, Ricky, more videos of police misconduct are popping up all around the country. Police in Alameda County, California, released footage of 26-year-old Latino man who died after officers pinned him down for 5 minutes. He was approached for being under the influence in a city park. And police in Colorado were seen laughing at the arrest of a 73-year-old woman with dementia who walked out of a Walmart.
Fist bumping each other. Yeah, after they violently arrested a senior citizen, they sitting there watching it, fist bumping each other.
$13.88 worth of product. She obviously had mental issues. She forgot to pay for them. They arrested her and dislocated her shoulder during the arrest. So sad. This happened in Colorado, and hopefully justice will be served. All right, that was a quick look at our front page news. For more on what we're following, please log on to the RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Rock T, what's going on in sports?
Well, I'm about to told you, man. Floyd Money Mayweather will be back in the ring June 6th. It's going down in Miami. His opponent, YouTube sensation Logan Paul. Logan Paul is the older brother of Jake Paul, who recently knocked out MMA fighter Ben Askren and former NBA star Nate Robinson. Now, this fight is an exhibition fight. So what that means, it will not affect Mayweather's undefeated 50-0 record, because it's an exhibition. It is what it is. So I'm excited for that one. June 6th, put it on your calendar. Brooklyn Nets, the first Eastern Conference team to clinch a playoff spot. Man, I think about 10 to 12 games left before the end of the NBA season. We are winding down. Dallas Mavericks, man, they beat Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors last night by like 30 points. But the reason why this is such a crazy defeat or victory is they went on a 28-0 run in the first half. They scored 28 straight points against Golden State, and Golden State didn't score nothing. A 28-point. This is an NBA team. How do you go on a 28-0 run, man, over a 9-minute period? Come on, man. It is what it is, man. LeBron James, big ups to the homie right there. He drops his second children's book called We Are Family. It shows how an unlikely group of kids come together to chase their dreams despite having the odds stacked against them. LeBron, once again, doing it. Big things right there, man. That's what I got for sports. At Rock T, holla, follow my social media platforms. Uh-oh, I guess I got the hot spot. Filling in for the brand. Coming up right now.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and you can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is time for the hot spot. Sitting in for Brett. There's Rock Teasy for cheesy, whatever it's saying.
My dude.
Yeah. I couldn't even get it out either. I couldn't even get it out. What up, Rock?
It's all good, man. Hot spot. We bring you music, movies, and more. Big question everybody is asking is, will Trey Songz be charged for his fight with the cops? He called me Rock Cheesy.
Rock Teasy for Sheezy, my niecey. That's what I was trying to say.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I hadn't had an Adderall this morning.
Reports say that Trey Songz will not face criminal charges for his fight with the cops at the NFL playoff game back in January. The singer was arrested after an altercation with a police officer during a Kansas City Chiefs versus Buffalo Bills AFC Championship game at Arrowhead Stadium. Trey was booked for trespassing and resisting arrest and for assaulting a police officer. He was released the following day. And according to TMZ, the prosecutor's office in Jackson County, Missouri, has decided not to file charges against Trey Songz due to insufficient evidence. In the meantime, Beyonce, have you seen her new Ivy Park ad? It takes fans on a life-spanning ride in a new 1-minute ad that follows her rise from child to worldwide superstar. Now, the ad for the Impossible Is Nothing campaign kicks off with Beyonce playing on the front steps, racing a friend, and then performing in the living room. Then the voiceover says, when she was finding her voice, she didn't see limits. She saw possibilities. And then we see footage of a preteen Beyonce getting her first award. And then it fast forwards to the singer's formative years, finding her voice and style as a teen on the rise. And she, of course, is a phenomenal super duper icon right now. And her husband, Jay-Z, opens up about being in quarantine with his family. During a recent interview, Jay-Z opened up about him and Beyonce and their kids being on lockdown, COVID-19 quarantine. He said, listen, in the beginning, it was time for everybody to sit down and really connect and really focus on family and being together and take this time to learn more about each other. Jay-Z also says that he and Beyonce are doing their best not to force their music empire onto their kids. He says feeling loved is the most important thing a child needs. Not here's the business that we're going to be building for you and then we're going to hand it over to you one day. What if my child doesn't want to be in music or sports?
Right.
As long as my child feels supported and feels loved, I think anything is possible. He continued, just make sure we provide a loving environment, be very attentive to who they want to be. It's easy for us as human beings to want our children to do certain things, but we have no idea. We're just guys.
On somebody's morning show doing the tea, anything other than that.
And they'd be great, honey. They let them children go ahead and be what they want to be. I mean, and do what they want to do. And they should leave the empire for those children. Who they going to leave?
You need to be playing football for the Baltimore Ravens.
6'14", shoot.
You need to start standing up when you pee.
I got time to be standing up.
What daddy do to my baby dog shoes?
Gary, you still don't stand up, Gary.
I'm still not standing up under that. It's very tiresome. You need to relax. I got time for that.
Gary, you got to.
You doing number one.
You got to stand up, Gary.
No.
You got to stand up. Stand up one time.
No.
Stand up one time. We're gonna go. We're gonna.
In there.
Come on, Gary, do it for the culture.
Yeah.
No.
And I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take you to DG's. We're gonna go to Dallas General and get you a lap dance. Boy, y'all should have been. Eva, I took Gary to the strip club one night, and the girls were walking around with no shirts on their hood, and he started screaming like he was being victimized. Like, huh? Get him off me! They make me itch.
Y'all should have gave me a prerequisite or some kind of pre-warning. I did not know it was like that.
All the girls talking, hey y'all, they go Gary with the tea. They were hugging her. They were fine too. Super Dave, I tried to get him a lap dance, sit down there. He just started squirming, and Man, be still, man. This will change your life right here, boy. All you need, Gary, is a little fire. You get some fire, you're gonna be doing
Ricky,
the beer
did Gary
instead of
get
the tea.
lap dance?
I mean, he fought him off.
I wouldn't let them
Set up there and wasted $10.
Dirtying up my pants, honey, with all that oil.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time. Quarantine cooking with the one and only Chef Kurt Boudreaux.
Good morning, guys. How y'all doing?
We good, Kurt. Good morning, man.
Man, what's happening with you?
Man, we blessed, man. I know you cooking something up over there, man. Damn, I can smell it through the phone.
Yeah, today I made curry chicken with some jasmine rice over some sauteed veggies using some cabbage, carrots, and some green beans.
There you go, Evil. There you go, Evil.
Curry. How you make curry?
Huh?
How you do that?
Chicken. I use some Jamaican curry spice.
Right. It was just me.
Right.
That's right.
Oh, Lord.
What's the recipe, Boudreaux?
Evil, how you make curry?
Some all-purpose Jamaican spice. Then I hit it with some Jamaican curry. I browned off the chicken, set aside.
Evil said, how you make curry? He said,
Oh, we're going to do this.
You never fail, Boudreaux.
Rock, I thought it was just me, too. I said, what the hell he just said? She said, can you make curry? He said,
What? Yeah.
Y'all turn this back over some music, man, like y'all did with the
we playing that. No, we letting that one run, bro.
Oh, man. Anyway, man.
We still don't have a recipe. How you make it, Boudreaux?
Okay. So, I just added some chopped ginger, fresh garlic, and some thyme, and blanched some tomatoes and carrots, simmered until the chicken was tender. Then I add a little bit of, I stir-fried the veggies and added just a little sugar to cut down on the cabbage gas that cabbage gives you. Plated up the veggies, rice, and the chicken. Topped it off with a little green onion. I promise you, I put this on everything I love. I put this on Jesus' sandals, boy.
I know that's right. Hey, Kurt, those green onions ain't bad, man. I started using that, and you can cut up some damn green onions and some cornflakes, man. That's how I love those green onions now. Thanks to you. Thanks to you.
Oh, no.
That's an ingredient.
Yes, sir. And Kurt, let everybody know how they can find this recipe.
Man, you can find this recipe and video on RickySmiley.com and also my social media as Chef Boudreaux Official.
There it is, y'all, the one and only Chef Kurt Boudreaux. Hey, Kurt, appreciate you, man.
All right, man. Y'all be cool.
All right.